Well, the weather here today is not playing ball. We have heavy rain. The pitch underfoot may very quickly become soggy and difficult to play upon, and the players will soon be soggy themselves. It is more than damp, and this will examine the fibre of both sides. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So they meet again, these sides resuming hostilities at the start of the second half of the season. Till. No, it's come to nothing. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Jan Oblak. He's not someone you often see pulling off spectacular saves, but that's about the highest compliment you can give a goalkeeper, because it speaks to his positioning and his organisational abilities. He's just about the best there is when it comes to claiming crosses and high balls into the box too, and is just the kind of presence that spreads...
There's the header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Hazard gets a foot in here. Good running, strong and purposeful. Pass somewhat off target. And that's put paid to a promising move. Bernardo Silva. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Gerard Moreno. Quarter of an hour played. Still goalless. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Doku. Oh, shooting chance! He's delivered all right! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes...
And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he has been fouled there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Bernardo Silva is always scanning the pitch for targets. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Gerard Moreno. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He is through here. This looks promising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. James making good progress on the right-hand side. And he's had it nicked away. And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, he's got a chance! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Messi. Shoots! Sticks it away! Into the lead once more. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Madrid take the lead. Oh, can he get onto this? Partey.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Madrid looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Partey. Yehi. James receives it in a wide position. Knocks it out wide. And here's Bernardo Silva. Aimed beyond the defence. James is flagged offside. Vega. Partey. And Moreno. And that has left him in a heap. Gerard Moreno touches it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Not the most accurate pass. Spread it left. And there's the end of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial...
There's the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Yehi. Serginho. Vardiol. Oh, easy pickings there. Villarreal are looking to break at pace. He's looking wide. He's in plenty of space here. Bernardo Silva. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Buchanan. It's a pretty loose pass. Now, can they get him away? And it's made its way to him, and he's managed to get free. Marin deals with that comfortably. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Looking to play him in. Doku is wide and looking to get onto this. Now this could be a chance. He's having a shot! They've scored! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Madrid go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Hazard.